Hello everyone! Husky Ninja here! Today with a new video for you guys, looking at basically basics for card games. Mostly aimed at beginners in this video, but if you're also not a beginner, I'm sure these tips will help. And yes, it is going to still be mainly focused at Weiss Schwarz. So, without further ado, let's start! So first off, you've just discovered Weiss Schwarz through either social media posts, YouTube, or even from friends, or your favorite Hololive talents, well, VTube talents, or an anime that featured it in one of its episodes. But you'll think to yourself, I want to give this game a try. Where do I start? Well, you start by choosing a trial deck. You have the choice of trial deck and trial deck plus, but try and start with a trial, like the normal TD. But as a whole, I'll just refer to the pre-built decks as trial deck, just to save things from getting complicated. There are some that may be weak, some that you need two trial decks for. But as a whole, they're a good starting point. It's a good way to get into the game, get some cards you don't get in booster boxes, and they're handy as they have a how to play game map. But after that, you think to yourself, I can't play this without any protection. I don't want the cards stuck, or the paper game mat be stuck to tables. And heaven forbid, what if someone has sticky fingers, or they spill their drink on your cards? What do you do? Well, fear not, as in this video, I shall cover those questions many new players have to card games. So, your mind is at rest, was at ease. So, starting off, if it loads, there we go. Starting off, we have sleeves. You have standard size and Japanese size. Weiss Schwarz is the same card size as the likes like Pokemon and Magic the Gathering, so they are your standard size. You have your plain, solid color, standard size sleeves. You also have what we call Kara sleeves. Kara is short for character. They can be either artwork from the series, or just a single character like this one I found via Google searching, as a demonstration of the sort of character sleeves you get. You also get ones that you can get in supply sets, where you get a deck box, Kara sleeves, and some booster packs. But if you're just starting out, go for some basic Ultra Pro sleeves. Either basically your cheap solid color sleeves. They're a good place to start. You don't have to worry about like, can I use them or not? But they are a good way to start. But my next tip is if you do decide to go with Kara sleeves or art sleeves. As we have here, outer sleeves. These also come in a variety of sizes, but for the likes of Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, and Weiss Schwarz, and I think it's also Digimon, Lorcana, and Digimon, you want your standard size outer sleeves. You have both your top loader kind, you have side loader variants as well. You also have ones that have borders. You also have ones that can be glossy one side but matte finish on the other, or ones that are completely matte. The variety out there is endless, but these will help protect your Kara sleeves as well as your sleeves that have art on them. They do make your deck thicker, but they do help protect a little bit more than just a card sleeve. As, think about it. Someone knocks over their drink, that liquid's going to get into your card sleeve. With these, it reduces the likelihood of that happening quite a bit. The only downside is it makes your deck a bit thicker. When you put them on your cards with your sleeves already on them, you put this at the top, you will get some trapped air, which you just have to carefully squeeze out by pressing on the sleeve as a whole with the outer sleeve on it. But they do ensure that your carry sleeves and art sleeves are going to last so much longer. Instead of, oh, my character's sleeves split. Oh, I just put another one on. Carry sleeves and art sleeves can get quite expensive. So having these on top will help ensure your investment will last for years. But they can split, but they're relatively cheap and simple to replace the outer sleeves with. Next up, to answer the question of the paper game mat, we have rubber-backed game mats. These are very similar to your desk mat or mouse pad, but you have ones that are like your favorite characters, series poster art. You also have ones by Bushiroad of their mascot as well. And these are amazing things to have. I personally own about 5 of these. Not exactly this Hanako one from Love Live, but I own quite a few. They do help a lot with making sure your cards stay safe and secure while gaming, because they're not going to be sliding about or getting stuck to tables. They're also not going to get wet either. And bonus point, if these bad boys get dirty, they're machine washable, a lot of them are. And if they're not, they're easy to hand wash. The only thing to be aware of is over time, the rubber on the back can eventually die down. But these are definitely a worthwhile investment. You can also get ones that have the Weiss Schwarz game mat layout on them. Even if it's faint, like really faint, or with just like outlines of where you put everything. You can also go with just basic solid color Ultra Pro ones, or Ultra Pro whose own artwork and character game mats. You can also use these on a desk instead of using a mouse pad. So that's another handy thing with these. They're also rollable. So when you finish gaming, to store them, you just roll them up and you can put them in a game mat tube. Game mat tubes help carry these things around. But if you're lucky to get one like this Love Live Hanako one, it has a little matching game mat tube. So, we've gone over sleeves. We've gone over outer sleeves. We've gone over game mats and game mat tubes. But I'm thinking, how am I going to transport my deck? Well, that's when a deck box comes in. Here I have an image of the Ultra Pro Luca Megarine deck box, which is done style is one of their like more basic styled deck box. But again, with these, there's so many different kinds. You have your basic ones, like this Luca one, where the overall shape of it is very simple. You also have official Bushiroad ones, official Pokemon, all kinds. But I will say, yes, Pokemon official deck boxes that come with like the booster packs, yes, they can hold a standard size deck, as long as it's not double sleeved in any way, shape, or form. So there you're quite limited, but you can get cheap ones like Ultra Pro, Game Genetic, Dragon Shield. You also have like the boulder style or top called deck boxes too. You can also have character deck boxes that have like a window on one side, ones have no windows at all. So it's all down to what's in your budget and also what you'd like your deck to be basically transported in or stored in. I myself have my Ruby deck inside supply set sleeves and in the supply set deck box. I have 2 Love Live Sunshine decks in Love Live Sunshine deck boxes, with 1 spare of Dea Kuwasawa that has a window on the back. I also have another Love Live Sunshine deck box that's Ruby Kuwasawa, done the same way, so it's like their cyber outfits from Sunshine. As well as a Bang Dream deck box. I have quite a few, so I might do a video on all of them. Emphasis on the might. But do not skimp on getting a deck box. Even if you have to go down to your local game store or your local TCG store and just buy a basic deck box. Even just something like £1 or $2 or a couple bucks. A cheap deck box is better than nothing at all. But if you play Vanguard, you can use the Pokemon character deck boxes for them. Still not double sleeved, but single sleeve Vanguard decks fit perfectly in the Pokemon character deck box, like the Professor Juniper deck box. That fits a Vanguard deck in there perfectly, as long as it's single sleeved. So yeah, that's just some of my tips I have. And all I can say is go out there and enjoy playing some Weiss Schwarz. Or any other card game you guys enjoy. So until next time, bye everyone! And please don't forget to like and subscribe!